What's up, everybody? This is Logan with Bearded Bourbon, and today is day 5 of the Indiana Bourbon Club Bourbon Advent Calendar, and again, incredible boxes. Really looking forward to getting into day number 5. As always, this is my reminder. Check us out on Patreon. Bearded Bourbon. The link is in the description below. Always like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Bearded Bourbon with a little underscore. The last 4 days have been really great. I said last video that I'm going to put all of the pours in order as far as like what I like the best to what I like least best. But anyway, so that's all right here. And day 1 was great. So, that Booker's, the Pinky's batch, that was a great pour. It did not drink at 122.4 proof. The Elijah Craig yesterday was amazing. That brandy is good, but it's just a lot. And Buffalo Trace, the kosher rye recipe, which is a rare bottle. I've never seen one. I've never tried that before. But it did remind me of a Buffalo Trace single barrel. Still good. I just think that these others just have a little bit more oomph with them. So today, day number 5. So here's day number 5. And I just missed out on my 5 out of 5 day. I have no idea why I thought the Elijah Craig barrel proof was a larceny barrel proof. I'm still kicking myself over that. So let's get into number 5. Right from the get-go, a lot of like bright, fruity notes. Now I don't know if I'm just like in my own head now, but this smells like a weeder. I'm probably so wrong, but this does smell like a wheat. It's super pleasant. It's it's like I would say like fruity notes, and I don't know why I always get like the like a cream note, but it seems pretty reminiscent of kind of like a Weller. But let me get into the balance. Everything just transfers from the nose over to the palate. I would say this is probably, the finish kind of lingers there a little bit. I would say, now, I know the bottle that I contributed to this, and that was a Ben Holiday soft red wheat. And I didn't really get a chance, you pour 25 ounces from the bottle, so I didn't get a chance to taste any of it. But it wouldn't surprise me if that was this. I feel like I know Weller enough to know if this was actually a Weller. But just like yesterday, thinking I knew if it was a larceny, and larceny barrel proof, and it was not even a wheated bourbon. All those notes. I mean, this is just like just like with the Buffalo Trace. This is a solid, just middle of the road. Like this would be just a solid good pour, a good sipper. And again, like as it sits in the glass and I swirl it around, it becomes a little bit more depth to it. So those fruity notes kind of come up. So I'm thinking of the bottles like, this is, a Green River, but Green River I think is, lower than $50, and all these bottles that are in here retail $50 and up. So I think Green River would be out. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know where to start with this. So let's get into just some guesses. See now it seems like I kind of taste some of those kind of like Weller type notes. But is this Weller? Is this something different? I don't know. And y'all know I'm a terrible guesser. So, I'll say, I'll go like middle of the road here, and I'll say 100 proof. Do I take a risk and do I guess my own bottle, or the one that I know I contributed, or do it? So that would be, I think Ben Holiday has its own distillate. So I'd be between a Ben Holiday or a Buffalo Trace. And if this is not Buffalo Trace, then, if this is indeed a wheater and it's not Weller, then I would say whatever this is, it's a great wheater all around. So I'll make some other guesses. So I'll say 100 proof. I'm just gonna say Ben Holiday. I'm gonna say it's a bourbon, and it's non-finished. As far as the bottle, the bottles is the hardest thing about this. It's like, how many bottles are there just around the world, or at least in America, as far as bourbon? I don't think there's any. It is the Indiana Bourbon Club. I don't think anyone put any scotches in or single malts in here. I don't know. I haven't tasted anything like that yet. So, okay. So I said 100 proof. I'm going to say... Let me finish what I had here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is Weller. And I don't know who would have put that type of bottle in it, but I'm going to say 100 proof. It doesn't seem to be hot. It seems to be kind of like that middle of the road kind of thing. I'm going to say Ben Holiday. And the only reason I would have ever said that is because I bought the bottle. And I'm going to say I'll go ahead and say wheated bourbon too. And then I'll say non-finished, and I'm just going to guess, just because that's what I know, is the soft red bottled and bond wheat. So those are my guesses. I'm going to lock them in. There's nothing else in my glass, and so let's find out what it is. Holy moly. Not even close. Holy cow. So Blood Oath Packed 9. Which I've had Blood Oath Pack 9, and it did not taste like that. So I was wrong literally on every single thing, which is super disappointing. So that's a part of it. I do have a bottle of the Blood Oath Pack 9, but man, these are some amazing pours. These are some great pours, and so now I kind of feel bad just for doing a Ben Holiday, which at some point it's still going to be in here. So we'll see. We'll see where we end up here. So day 5, Blood Oath Pack 9, way off. So this is also like, it is finished. So that's I think this is the sherry cask finish. It is an MGP distillate. It's 98.6. So I did get 1 point the proof at 100. So I got 1 out of 5, which is better than the apple brandy 0 out of 5. So maybe I'm just gonna go back and forth with 0s and 1s and 4s. And so again, day 5 didn't give me a 5 out of 5 day. But the Blood Oath, I'll put that somewhere in the ranking tomorrow, and we'll see you then.